now joining us is the Gonzaga men's basketball head coach and 2017 AP National Coach of the Year, Mark Few on BYU Sports Nation. Coach, great to have you with us.
What's up, Mark?
Hey, guys. How we doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah, this has been a good day. It's been a fun day. We just want to know, who's the bigger celebrity in Spokane, Washington right now, you or John Stockton?
I'd say neither.
I don't believe that for a second.
Yeah. No, I'd say Jonathan Williams or, Nigel or
Josh
Perkins or somebody along those lines. Yeah, they totally trump anything Stocks and I can do, which is fine with both of us.
Yeah, exactly. You guys love the attention. The perfect scenario happened for you today, by the way. You go to the national championship game, and you're not even picked to win your league the next year. No pressure on you. It's all on St. Mary's now, Coach.
Yeah, I don't know about that. You need to spend some time in Spokane and around Gonzaga and understand expectations up there, which is great. That's what makes it such a special program, such a special place, but yeah, preseason polls and all that stuff. You just kind of deal with it, and we're still in the process of building our team and kind of getting everybody, get the young guys to kind of understand our culture and what that's all about, and it should be a fun year.
What does the Orleans Arena mean to you and your program now here in year 10 of the anniversary special?
Well, probably a little bit more than it does maybe to you guys and BYU and everything, because, forever Gonzaga was kind of locked in a struggle to get this darn tournament off local campuses. And it was very frustrating to have the best team in the league, year in and year out, and then, we'd have to go basically play a road game in the league tournament. And it was frustrating, and I really think I've been in this league a long time now, guys. It's just crazy. It doesn't seem like it, but I have. There's been really two significant moves. Okay, one was adding BYU to the conference, which was a huge significant move. I'm not saying that just because I'm on BYUtv here. That was.
But go ahead, yeah.
That was a very, very big move by our conference, and really stepped up, I think, perception of our conference, and it was great from a Gonzaga perspective to have another partner that really believes in big time athletics. But the other thing prior to that was getting the league tournament off campuses and moving it to a neutral site in a great city like Las Vegas, which aired, the sense of big time. And got us out of that little small-time basketball kind of perception.
Now there's a formal destination for spring break out of Spokane as well, which is great.
There is, and as you guys know, I think they do a pretty good job of rallying down here, and I think they've done a nice job of probably, lining the pockets of the people who own the Orleans Arena a little bit too. So.
Well, yesterday we were joking, like, where are all the Gonzaga
Where are the Gonzaga fans? we were like, I'm not used to being in here without all of them walking around. You go to the national championship game, and that was an incredible, validating experience, I imagine, for the program. What was the best part of making that run to the Final Four and getting to the title game?
Well, the best part of it, from my perspective, was the looks on my players' faces, and how I knew they felt, and the looks on my former players and staff members. That week was an amazing week, and I'll always forever be proud of how my guys processed the whole week and had a good time with it and enjoyed it and took it all in. We didn't just hunker down in a hotel and, act like it wasn't happening. But we played good ball too. We, were right there in position to win that game, and probably should have won the game. So I'm very proud of that. And we had over 100 players, former players, come back and had a really special couple of evenings with them.
Wow.
And that I'll remember forever, just how the current team interacted with the former guys from, all the way back. And And then to have, I had all my guys that I worked with, you know, over the course of the years, that we've all been NABC members, that we'd all go to Final Fours and never have the chance to get down on the main floor. And so I wanted them to be a part of it too. And that, you know, I'll always remember that.
Very cool. Mark Few, the head coach Gonzaga, with us on BYU Sports Nation. New season, new opportunity. Obviously, you had a few very talented players go to the professional ranks. A lot of new looks on your roster, and at BYU, they're feeling a lot of the same thing too. What do you think of your 2017-18 roster?
Well, you know, it's funny. I was reading about where we were at this point last year, and last year, for the first time, we had lost 2 guys to the NBA. That's the first time we're used to losing 1 guy, but we lost both Wilcher and Domus last year coming into this. So, you know, we're kind of used to it's kind of what happens at GU, and it's what happens when BYU when you're at a major program here. I mean, your guys move on. That's just the nature of the beast, and it's what it's all about. And we've been always able to just move forward from that point. That's the plan this year. So we're going to be different. You know, without having Shemek Karnowski in there, we're just going to have a very, very different look than probably what we've had over the past. But obviously when you got, you know, Jonathan Williams and Silas and Killian Tilley and Josh Perkins and those guys back, you know, the experiences that they've accrued over the years, you know, playing in Sweet 16s, Elite 8 games, Final 4 games, such, playing at BYU and playing in big conference tournament games like that is, you know, going to do nothing but help us.
Coach, great way to end hour number 2 here. We thank you for the time, and hope that you'll join us again soon, that we didn't offend you too much.
Not at all, guys. It's a piece of cake.
Yeah.
A bunch of softballs lobbed my way.
We didn't even ask you about the BYU game.
That's true.
Next time.